Welcome back to Math Concepts. In this video, we are going to discuss some different ways you might see a conditional statement written down. In the last video, we did look at one equivalent version. So we had if P then Q, that's kind of the standard conditional statement. And then we saw that conditional statement, if P then Q, that's equivalent to not P or Q. And we looked at a truth table to help us figure out why those two were logically equivalent. Here we're going to look at several other ways those conditional statements might come up. Okay, so the key idea that you need to take away from this video is how to recognize alternate forms of conditional statements. So down here I've got a little table listing all the different forms. Okay, so these are the standard forms. If P then Q. Okay, so maybe we should use a specific example for P and Q. So if it's a poodle, then it's a dog. Okay, that's a true statement. Well, equivalent to that is every poodle is a dog, right? A poodle is a special type of dog. So if you have a poodle, then you have a dog. Every poodle is a dog. If it's a poodle, then it's a dog. If it's a poodle, it's a dog, right? You don't have to say the then. It's a dog if it's a poodle. Poodle only if it's a dog. It's a dog provided that it's a poodle. It's a poodle implies it's a dog. It's a dog is a necessary condition for being a poodle. Okay, you need to be a dog before you can be a poodle. It's not a poodle or it's a dog. This is the one that we looked at in the previous video. And being a poodle is sufficient for being a dog. Okay, so these are all different ways to talk about a conditional statement. Let's look at some more specific examples here. So we're going to write each of these in the standard if P then Q form. Every square is a rectangle. So if it's a square, then it's a rectangle. Okay, compare that to the poodle and dog example that we talked about just a minute ago. Being over 30 is sufficient to show I am over 21. If I am over 30, then I am over 21. A couple more. We can get a dog only if we put up a fence in the yard. If we put up a fence in the yard, then we can get a dog. Being in good shape is a necessary condition for running a marathon. Okay? So if you can run a marathon, then you must be in good shape. Okay, notice in both of these instances that the order kind of switched. Okay, so you have to pay special attention to those forms that we discussed previously where you switch the order. Okay? A big hint here is that the antecedent always follows if. Now, we don't always have the word if in here, so in those cases where you do have that, use that to your advantage. Whatever directly follows if, that's the antecedent, and it should go first in the standard if P then Q form. Okay, so the necessary part is the second part in the standard if P then Q form. Remember, if you have a poodle, then you have a dog. Okay, so being a dog is necessary for being a poodle. You can't be a poodle without being a dog. So being a dog is necessary for being a poodle. Same thing here. Being in shape is necessary for running a marathon. So if you can run a marathon, then you must be in good shape. Okay, so I'm going to post these notes to our Canvas course. Make sure you study them. Work the practice problems on WebAssign that deal with recognizing these conditional statements in these alternate forms.